we're going over Colorado versus Colorado State and those crossing routes. Why we couldn't stop them, and a very simple answer to stop them. So y'all make sure y'all tune into this because there's going to be a lot of really good info.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us because we bumped and prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking salsa? Do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us because we bumped and prime.
Salute Patreon private. And we about to go in here and get it done with these crossing routes. Man, this is gonna be bad. But salute, appreciate y'all being here. CT the fan, T Cal. We in the studio. You see the Monopoly cards, properties behind me. Feel it.
Yeah, man, we gotta talk about it. So we're going over this and why Colorado couldn't stop the crossing routes. Everybody saw it. Everybody knew it was coming, but it just couldn't be stopped. And not sure how much y'all know about me, but I played in this defense. I played in the Saban tree defense, the exact same defense that Charles Kelly brought. So I know exact plays that are in that defense specifically to stop things like that. So we're going to go over the film. I'm going to show you what those plays look like, how it would have played out, and show you how I would have made my adjustments. And let's just pull up that game, man.
Oh, man.
It wasn't a fun one.
No, it was one of them heart attack games.
And I mean, if you look right here, they got 98.8 at one point, 98.8%. And that's when it was 28-20. Colorado had the ball with 50 seconds left. 98% chance that Colorado State was going to win. And these did keep dipping down. So this was a lot going on for sure. And Shedeur played a really good game.
Shiloh, that big INT.
3 interceptions. I was like, when were the 3? But it was Shiloh, Trevor, and Camson and Craig. Receiver went crazy. Torrey Horton, 16 catches for 133. 16 catches. So they were killing us.
He's gone, isn't he?
No, he's not.
He didn't go. Which one ended the transfer portal?
I don't know, but it wasn't.
I know that one of the best receivers got out.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see if he did anything versus us, because I don't remember the receivers honestly, other than him. Let's see the full box score. Oh, maybe him.
Yeah, maybe him.
Had to be him. He 46 yards. They had 3 receivers over 100.
Except Ross Simmons.
Yeah, so it wasn't. Yeah, so yeah, they had. They had a field day on us. Almost 400 passing yards. That's not okay. That's bad. That's bad ball.
That's why you got to join Buff Bets, so we can tell you, don't bet rivalry games the same way because the energy is just different. You saw it last night.
No, it's not rivalry games. That was bad defense.
Well, you was playing that the video game last night?
No, but I'm just talking about this game was bad defense.
Like, we know.
Bad. Like it was really, really bad. So yeah, we're gonna get to this process. It was a rough one.
Appreciate you, Chris. Yep. Y'all made me quit. Now full time, off the pride.
And this is going to be the most in-depth film review you get of this game. I promise you. Nobody can break this down the way I'm about to break it down for y'all. So make sure that y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want access to these private lives like we got right now with our Patreon members, you got to be in Patreon. So you can go on our Patreon. Link is in the description of this video, of every video. It's on our page. Or you can just go to Patreon and then type in Buffed Prime, 3 tiers, ton of great stuff in there. And yeah, they get access to everything first and exclusive access, or just go there and look at what we got. Whole bunch of things.
Look at the stuff that ain't gonna come.
So yeah, let's get to this. These crossing routes. All right, let me get my mouse bigger. Make sure everybody can see what's going on.
Salute, bro.
But yeah, this was hard to watch. Like breaking this down was hard to watch because I'm like, I know simply how to fix all of these things. So why are we just
Except the money line. Fact. It was crazy.
tough one. So all right, let's check this out. So I'm starting. We're going to show this a bunch of defensive plays throughout the game, even without crossing routes, and just talk about the things that happened there. But we're definitely addressing the crossing routes for sure. Let's see this first play we got. Okay, so very simple one. We got this tight end, which they're running a lot, just coming directly across the field. Let me see what.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah.
We got 3 players covering one. Looks like we're man coverage here. So let's go back and see what could have happened. He's a man. He's definitely a man. He's a man. Okay, so I see what happened. So this was most likely either in this defense called 1Y or flex 6, and I'll show 1Y just to start. So this is 1Y right here. In 1Y, y'all getting some exclusive stuff right now. Exclusive stuff.
Salute, Patreon.
So in 1Y, well, YouTube's getting this too, but in 1Y, everybody's playing outside leverage, man coverage. And I can't show on this because it's a picture, but if you see the star that is over to the left side of the screen next to the C, you see how the dotted line is on the outside shoulder of that receiver. That's who he's guarding. That's the receiver outside line, meaning he's taking away the outside and first, and it's going to allow inside routes. Like he's still going to guard them, but he's making sure they don't go outside. You see it's the same with the free safety, the FS. Coming down on that Y. The Y is tight end. He's playing outside. That's why the dot's on the outside. So in football, usually you want to take away the inside, like because that's the shortest throw, easiest throw. But in this defense, if you look at the M, which stands for Mike linebacker, and then that $sign, that stands for money. And that's in this defense, it's called the money backer. Mm-hmm. So the money backer and the Mike linebacker are sharing that running back. So if that running back goes to the left, as far as how we're looking at it, then the Mike will take him, the M, because he's closest to the left. Now, when he goes to the left, that means that the money backer is free. He becomes what we call a rat player or a robber or low hole player. So he is now free to take away any crossing routes. Like that's his job, is the first thing that crosses his face, he takes it. So let me show you how it would play out in this scenario. So we have, let me make that smaller. So we have Cam there, outside leverage.
If you join, I don't think nothing, bro.
Thank you. So on this one,
so
we got Cam here, outside leverage. I was wondering why it looks so big on my screen. So he's outside. Shiloh's outside. Omarion Cooper's outside. Trevor should be the deep high safety like this. So we have, where's mine? This linebacker and this linebacker should be sharing this running back. Now, let's start going through the play. Ooh. So once we start going through this play, oh gosh, they did this backwards. So what they did here, this is hard to watch. He's going to be the dropper. So these two guys decide who's going to be the rat. Both of these are dropping. He's rushing. He's going to rush. He's going to rush, which you shouldn't do that to the short side. But let me just show you guys how it should play out. So once this running back, this is bad. So once the running back goes that way, he would take him. And then this linebacker here no longer is sharing that running back because he's taken by him. So since he's no longer sharing them, then he can take this guy who's really Omarion's guy. You see Omarion pointing. So in this coverage, you either give him a cut call or under call as these two communicating. Cut, meaning I'm going to take this over route away. So he robs him, and then Omarion is able to be free, and then he can rob this crossing route coming back across.
Okay.
So, it works out that way. Emily, I see you. It's a private live, so the likes are fine on this. But so he's gonna come across this way. So he's gonna rob that frees up Omarion. Then when that frees up Omarion can take that crossing route. So you're taking away 2 crossing routes.
Right.
Now that's why Omarion, like I showed you, is looking to this guy because he's expecting 25. I think Marvin Ham to take over that crossing route.
Now we know who's guilty.
So that's how that's supposed to play out. This is the perfect coverage for it. Like I'll show it again. This is the perfect coverage for it because you're always going to have that M or that S as the low hole rat player. So you're always going to have a robber, which is that's what you want. So, oh my gosh. So we go through this play right here. They messed up. That's why we have 3-on-1 instead of him taking that and this being doubled. We want that doubled. We want that taken. Perfect. And as you see, everybody's outside leverage. So I'm almost positive I am. This was a 1 wide coverage. And then he gets a big gain from there. You'll see it from this. So there's the back. So as soon as this back goes this way, he's supposed to cut now. Instead, as soon as he sees the back go that way, he turns and looks this way. No, you take him. Right. That's who you cut. Then, so we call it look to cut where you got cut from. So that's what Omarion's doing right here. So he's cutting Omarion's guy right here. And now Omarion's going to look to cut where he got cut from. Because I told you, routes are about timing and spacing. If somebody's going across this way, most likely you're going to get somebody coming back. Somebody's
going out, somebody's coming in.
And then we had 3-on-1. So that's the first one. Y'all buckle up. Y'all buckle up. And this is why I can't blame this on Charles Kelly, because this is early in the game. I'm doing all these in chronological order. So the plays are there. Like they're there. Okay, so I fold on this one. What fold means, I'll tell you right now, is this player and this player. Anytime that they have a tight split, then that means that they need to be ready to pass them off.
Right.
1 second. The kids are loud. Like extremely loud.
It's like Thor playing up there.
Goodness gracious. But anyway, so anytime they have a tight split, you have to be prepared for them to cross back again. So the way that this is going to play out is like this. So if we're folding, we're doing inside, outside. Right. So he's going to take the first one outside, and Shiloh is going to come down and take the first one inside. That's how it's supposed to play out. Now, let's see how it actually does play out on this. So they don't do that. Now, he's beat here. Ooh. So he's beat here, and then he's beat here. So both of them.
Your drawing's not on the screen.
Perfect. So he's beat here, and he's beat there. So if we folded, which goes inside out, that makes it so you'll never get beat to your leverage because you're taking the inside guy and you're taking the outside guy. Because that's all they're trying. Anytime they line up stacked or close like that, that means that they're trying to mess up man coverage. We call it switch releasing. So you always got to be prepared for that. So he runs across the field. He's beat, makes a catch, able to turn up field, and keep rolling. You'll be able to see it right here. So if they fold this right now, Shiloh can come down the hill and attack instantly because he comes down the hill and attack. This outside guy comes and takes 5. That's how it should play out. Instead, you have him in a chase position. That's it's a lose-lose. Like you're not going to be able to, catch up and do that. Okay. Let's see what we got on this one. I want to see how they played the crossing routes on here. Okay, so they played zone on this. Looks like, I'm not gonna lie, the people are on different pages.
I'm like,
people are on
I don't know.
Pages. But let's just focus on this one on the underneath guys here. Let's focus on these guys. Well, let's add him in right here. All these underneath guys, because this is how you pass off crossing routes.
Mhm.
So it's another option to handle crossing routes. Pass them off. He passed them off there. So now, once he passed them off, now he's going to come into his zone. This is in his zone. Instead of chasing them, you just allow them to go into the other zones. So they played that great right there. And I don't understand, and you guys will be able to watch as well, why throughout, it kept getting not great and being worse and worse. Ooh.
Gotta make that tackle.
Yeah, I didn't even look at
The
it.
flag came in.
Okay, now this is great play by Shiloh. So what I like about Shiloh right here is his patience. And he, from watching film, whatever it was, he knew what this route was. He knew exactly what was going to happen. And you can see that by the first thing he does is step down. Step down. And then as he steps down, he's recognizing, okay, this is a hitch. Meaning, if you guys watch the football one-on-one, don't know what a hitch is, but he's running a hitch.
Marion's film.
So then, yeah. So now he's keeping his eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback staring him down. So now he knows he can trigger. Triggers, makes the play. Great play.
We all know that play. Take it to the house.
He was rolling. That receiver almost came down. I hawked him down. All right. Let me see what I got for this one right here. Oh, I think this was just showing the run fits. We played the run great this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like really great this game. And let's see right here. Oh, yeah. I know Juju Mitchell wasn't doing a lot of stuff that he was supposed to do, but as far as off the field stuff, the way he plays right here, watch how he reads his guard, scrapes over the top, patient, right there for it. I watched this whole game. He's a good football player. He's a good football player. Now, 25, I just don't. The pool, everybody's going this way. Like I don't understand why he's going backside, because as you can see, gaps are open over here because he went backside. But still get. Oh, hold on. Somebody just got thrown. Who was that? Okay, they're not on the team anymore, so we're good. But yeah, that's how you play linebacker right there. That is how you play linebacker and at elite level.
God.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Really tough one.
Man.
So it looks like what they're doing here is they were doubling both receivers. We had a play like this. I don't know if this is what they're running right here, but we had one called 7 bracket and 7 switch, and it basically meant double on these receivers. I don't remember one where we had 2 doubles, but that's what they're running right here. So when he takes this outside, then Cam's going to run with him. And Cam's in good position right there. I mean, he gets a little push off right there. And that's just a great catch. Like there's not much you can do about that at all. That was a really good throw, good catch. Oh, man. So I told you when we're watching this, I said, hey, they are desperate. This is early in the game, and they needed a trick play to score. And I said, if we can get some stops, then we can really take over this game.
Right.
Because I think this might have been the first quarter. Like doing that in the first quarter is super, super desperate. Now, I'm good with the way Trevor played this. Right now, it's a pass. Your job is to come downhill. He realizes something's up, which it was. Speed turns, and that's a great speed turn, by the way. Great speed turn.
Good job, T.
Speed turns, locates the receiver, gets in great position, and he just made an amazing catch. Like that, there's nothing that I can say negative on Trevor on that play. Like nothing at all. As soon as he realizes it, speed turn, locates him. Like
we talk about a game of inches.
Man, I don't know what more you want from him. All right. So we talked about 1Y. That was my one go-to that I would play like, hey, this is how we stop this. The other one is called 7-cut. And it's one that I know is in it's in this playbook. And the way 7-cut plays out, I'll show it on here first. And we're going to focus on these guys up here for this play. So on here it says flex 7 mix. All that means is, if y'all know it, then you'll understand, but it means we're playing mod to the field and then we're playing cut backside. If you don't know what mod means, then just ignore it. It's
all right. I'm just ignore it because I have no idea.
Just ignore it. So if we look to the left side where we got the free safety, the FS, the corner, and then this star, they're playing cut coverage. So I'm gonna have to explain that other one to show you better. But basically, that cornerback is a trap cornerback, meaning he is not playing deep. And anything from this S receiver out fast, he's jumping it. Like not guarding, he's jumping it. Mm-hmm. Anything from H, if he was to go fast to the flat, he's jumping it. Like he's just taking it. It's a trap corner. It's for out routes and stuff like that. You can just take him away. Now this star, he is cutting too. So remember, when we count receivers, we count outside in. So X in this situation would be number 1. S would be number 2. So, but it's not just before the play, it's during the play.
Right.
Because you have a final number 2, which meaning whoever's number 2 from outside in. So that would be his job. So now imagine S running an out route and then X coming inside. X would become his final number 2 on a crossing route, and then he would take him over. So let me show this play. So what I mean by that is, let's see, I think we got 2 up top. So let's go to right here. So right here, if we're playing cut coverage right now, this safety would be over here. Whoever this corner is would be on him. And then whoever this cut player is, cutting number 2, he would then be cutting this crossing route, which is the new number 2, meaning cutting him off and taking him in man coverage. And as you see it play out, should play out just like that. He should be coming downhill, robbing it now. Not waiting for it to get across the field, but actually coming down and getting it now. And we'll see it play out. And I'm not saying this was cut coverage right here. However, you have no threats over here. The quarterback staring him down. You should have already been breaking on it. But that is the other coverage that is fantastic for this. And I will show it so you can see what it looks like. So here we got cut coverage. So he's going to be my trap corner right here, meaning he's taking anything out fast. And right here, my linebacker is cutting number 2. Now, it could be this receiver or it could be the other receiver if they switch. And what cutting means, just to clarify on that too. So if he's cutting number 2 right here, he has anything vertical or in. If this guy goes out, he does not have him. That goes to your trap corner. If he comes and does this, he does not have him. He only has him going vertical or in. That is it. So as soon as he goes out, he no longer has him. And then if he comes in, that's his number 2, and that's who he cuts. And you'll see it play out right here. He doesn't do it the best, but crossing route. I'm cutting 2. Now, this guy went out, so he's going to be taken by this corner and this safety. And he should be on the other side of him, but that's how cut coverage plays out. Just like that. It's made to stop stuff like this. Again, very simple thing in the playbook that would have fixed this. So some of the players did not know the playbook. I would say a majority of them didn't. And I'm not sure who didn't, but when I played, a lot of coaches didn't know this playbook in the first year. Like it is very hard to pick up even as a coach. So yes, definitely didn't know the playbook. And I believe Shiloh said after the game that Coach Kelly made the adjustments. They just weren't, applying them. I wonder how good Kelly will be at Auburn because he didn't change the staff too. I wonder if that's common. It's not common. And Kelly's not the main D coordinator. I think he's like a co-D coordinator at Auburn. But you can look at how good he was at Florida State. And he actually, Jalen Ramsey just tweeted like a week ago and said that he attributes a lot of his skill level now and his development to Charles Kelly, him and Derwin James, who are two of the top safeties in the NFL. So that's how cut coverage is supposed to play out. Y'all see T-Cal talking and stuff.
You know, Alabama and
he was strapping up, but
ripping off.
But yeah, gotta cut right here. Has to cut that. As soon as he comes in, has to cut it. Now he gets this guy allows him to cross his face, but that should have never happened. He should be right here on it. So now we're gonna watch this, and I'm gonna mention 1Y. I'm gonna mention 7 cut again, and now you'll be able to see how it plays out. As soon as they get on campus, they get playbooks. But even that, like this in this playbook, this is one of. So when I had a flex 7 call like this, I could have probably made 10 different calls out of this, where these guys are playing different things. Like I know people hear it being said that it's complex, but I promise you guys have no idea how complex it is. And junior year, we were getting it. That was the first year I was in that defense. Senior year, I would change the entire cut, everything. And everybody was on the same accord. That's how I went from being, we were the 107 defense in the country the year before. And then we were top 10 in like every category the next year. Like it, crazy. Yeah. And it's, the complexity of it's crazy. Like it changes by formation down. There's so much that goes into it. But no, it's not a simple defense at all. It's not at all. So now we have, I'm going to show a cover 2 play. I've said it before, Colorado played the worst cover 2 I've ever seen. And I'll show you what I mean.
Wow.
If I don't want to get too technical on here, man, you know, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. So cover 2. Got this safety deep, this safety deep. That is what cover 2 means, is
right.
2 high safeties. Now we got a flat player over here, hook player. These are called the zones. They are hook zones. This is a flat zone. This is a flat zone. So in cover 2, the weakness is in the middle. And then out here, you can get corner routes as well. That's the known weakness for cover 2. So what a lot of teams do as a counter to stop the weakness, especially the main one in the middle, is they run what's called a Tampa 2. So instead of just having this hook player play there, they'll have him literally run. It's called a middle run through player. So he'll run deep. And then these 2 guys, him right there and him, are responsible for these more shallow routes. Now you'll watch right here. 1, we have to get a reroute, meaning get hands on and make it easier on my safeties who are going to be stressed anytime we get all these vertical routes, because they have a lot of ground to cover and it's just 2 of them. So my underneath guys' jobs is to get hands on, reroute them, and slow them down. Now, no reroute happens, and it's wide open. Now, it doesn't get thrown, luckily, but you can't play cover 2 like that. And I saw this happen so many times. Okay, let's see this. Again, so they're playing zone right here. We can see it at the top. Up here, they're playing zone. Now, I'm okay with this. And I think he makes a great play right there.
Yeah, he did.
Now, this is how you have to attack. If you're playing zone and just passing it off, you need, and I think that might be Juju Mitchell, you got to come down now. And this is a tough tackle. He caught the ball right now. Now I got a linebacker trying to make a play in space on a receiver. Not my favorite. And who is? Okay, so they're playing a different coverage on this side. So they're manning up over here, but then zoning right here. So Juju pretty much is the last line of defense.
Yeah.
If he misses that tackle,
that's off to the races.
Off to the races. That was a fantastic tackle. And I remember seeing that in the game. I said, okay. I said, they corrected it. And I can tell you right now what we got. So we went over our formations. This is an unbalanced formation. We got 4 guys on this side of the ball. 1 guy here. So that's all of our eligibles right there. And we need 7 on the line. So he could potentially be eligible if he ever reported. Somebody has to be ineligible over here. Right. I think these 2 are covering each other up. That's me talking football and seeing formations, knowing something's fishy. They do another switch release on this side. They did a fake screen. So, and this is why they did that. So remember, he's ineligible, right? This guy,
right? Because
he's covered up. So he can't go down the field more than 5 yards. So what does he do? Does a fake screen play and goes back because there's nothing else that he can do on this play. And here, got him scrambling out. This linebacker has to be more aware of something behind him, especially from the fact that the quarterback's literally looking right there. He's running full speed this way. I'm not sure which linebacker that is. Okay, that's Marvin Hand.
Come on, how did you get that catch?
Yeah, it's a good catch.
Oh, defensive people.
It's like right here. You have to feel something's behind you. He's looking directly back there. He doesn't feel. He almost gets a hand on it, which is good, but feeling the routes is such an important thing that I see now a lot of players don't grasp, unfortunately. All right, we got cover 2 again. See what happens here. Goodness gracious. I can see that from a mile away. Wide open, right in the middle.
Oh, man.
Okay,
put my head on this laptop.
But let's look at the crossing route. So I did like how they played this one here. So watch this crosser. So at all these spots, they have people that can come down now and take it away. But the problem with the way they're playing that is now they're allowing people to get past them and get deep. Yeah, I would have probably did a whole week straight of cover 2. Like just over and over. Let's see it from this angle. Goodness, just an ocean of space. So now again, as a D coordinator, I don't know Charles Kelly, never met him before. I can promise he's not telling them to play cover 2 like that. Like I can promise that's not happening. I know that's not happening. So at some point we gotta look like, why are the players not playing it correctly? All right, so I got right here PALB, which is play action for the linebackers. So this is why people run play action. Watch these linebackers right here. So play action means faking the ball to the running back so that they think it's a run and you can take the ball and pass it. They come downhill hard and have that guy right there, which linebackers have to play tighter. The problem is we have guys outside leverage. So the inside route is wide open. So if he wanted to, he could have shot one in right now because they're depth. Now, what I do like here better is the linebacker locates him this time.
Right.
Instead of just running down flat. So that's much better. Much better play by him. But that makes the difference that was 25, Marvin Ham. So he made the play this time. You'll see it from this angle. Like he could laser this right now and be good. That's, even though I'm not a fan of you turning your head and running back there, yeah. But that's better than what we saw earlier. So there were, some improvements. So I fold on here again, meaning we're going to play inside out. And I think Travis calls this. You'll see him point right there. And as soon as you get the tight, we have to, unless we want to get beat, we have to go, you got inside, you got outside. So whoever goes first outside, I have him, meaning Travis. Whoever goes first inside, I have him, meaning Trevor. Let's see how they play this out. They did not play it that well. They played it that way, but Trevor has to come down now.
Right. I was like, yeah, they played it that way.
Right now, it's got to be downhill. Got to be downhill.
Oh yeah, instead of going parallel,
Mhm.
you got to come. Yeah.
And you see, he gets like 6 yards on that, or actually more than that because the ball was back here. Yeah, he almost got 10 yards on that. And we'll see it again from this angle. Yeah, have to be downhill early. He took too long to recognize it. Now, downhill. And he's having to run flat instead of come downhill. And people think Trevor's slow. Trevor's not slow. I don't know, because unless that receiver's slow, Trevor's rolling. He's rolling.
He is rolling. Not a yard carry.
Yeah, no. Trevor can run. All right, 3rd and 5, sticks. I talk about this all the time. Sticks. Sticks are right here on the 34-yard line. So right here, I'm not sure who this is. I need you right here. I need you playing hard right there. Where's the ball cut? Right at the sticks.
Yep.
If you don't back up and you stay patient, you can make this play. You got no chance of making this play right here. He even, had this been a slant, meaning he's still running, there's no chance he's catching them. Not a chance at all. He stopped, and he still was able to catch it. And that's because I call it playing scared. I'm sorry. But when you backing up and you know the sticks is right there, like, come on, you got to be a dog. Go up and challenge him. 1st down. 3rd down play. 3rd down, so you have to get off the field.
You got to get past.
I wonder if they watch this film. Yes, they watch this film. They watch every single game. Yeah, I think it was Greed Love. Again, we got, our coaches always say we have different tools in our tool belt. If we run cut versus 7 cut, trap corner, he's going to go to this guy. This guy's cutting number 2. Right now, this is number 2, but as we go a little bit further, This is the number 2. We can cut him. You're on him. You're on him. Everything else plays out. We're good. Instead, they don't. Now, the other option, again, 1Y. 1Y right here. Then he would be on this guy right here. He would be there. And then we'd have somebody that can come and cut. So as soon as he comes across, we can cut this crossing route. Neither happened. We got a guy chasing across the field, and you see what that turned into.
Man, this is worse than watching it live.
Oh, it's way worse than watching it live. And even, okay, like ignore everything else. I'm assuming actually, let me go back because let me see what the safeties were playing on this. Oh, this is the one. I looked at this play so many times. I have zero idea what coverage you're playing. I have no idea. And I sent this to teammates I had that played in this deep. We couldn't figure it out. We have no idea. But let's look at the linebackers from this angle. Because what it looks, this is a crazy play. But let's assume these two are sharing this back. Because that's what it looks like. I saw it happen. So, back goes out this way.
He's telling him
25.
No.
You can take that back. Now, you can take this crosser. Now, this corner, his guy got cut, meaning cut from him there. So now he comes right here and he becomes the robber for any more crossing routes. It's basically becomes a 3-on-2. And it would work out so simple. But instead, we got our guys like, I'm not going to blame that. If I got my corner playing outside leverage, a drag route, it's going to run away from him every time.
Right.
Every single time. Like, this is not his fault. And that's what fans watch this and like, oh, he keeps getting beat. He's playing outside leverage against a drag that's supposed to beat him. Like,
bro,
it's frustrating.
You talking about the corners of the linebacker. Look at the defensive line on the play.
I can't even pay attention.
Bro, you got just look. Just look Just look. I'm just saying.
So this one. All right, so same thing. They're running this all game long. we have two options. If we play cut, this guy's gonna cut number 2. That's his guy. Crossing route eliminated. He's gonna be here as a trap corner. This safety's gonna come right here. This guy's taken out of the play. This crossing route's taken out of the play. Now we got all these guys that could be responsible just for these 2 threats. And I haven't even included him on the running back. So like, this is what you want in pass coverage. Nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
Use the numbers. Let the numbers work in your favor. What happens? Crosser. Open. Shiloh gets juked out of his shoes. 7-yard gain.
And no pass rush. Look at the defensive line. They can push around like they got bullies on the other side.
Yeah, and that's a bad rep from Shiloh. That's a bad rep. Yeah, it could all be so simple. Said, I think the old days you could lay the cross route. You still can.
Yeah, right.
Until they 5 yards deep, you can still put a hit on it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is another fold situation. So we get to right here. Shiloh should take this guy, and then Travis needs to trigger right now. Like right now. And he's backing up here. There's nobody behind you. Nobody at all. You have to come downhill on this. Have to. Like, he should already be right here having this cut off immediately.
Right.
And he doesn't, stays back there and then gives up a touchdown. David said mesh was designed to beat both man and zone. It was unstoppable until defense realized the trade cut. Yeah, communication is the biggest part of it. You have to communicate. You have to communicate. You have to know who's cutting the guys, who's trading, and who's passing it off. Because mesh, it's made to beat man. That's why when we got a guy running across the field, running away from our corner, that's supposed to happen. Like, that's why we need somebody that is able to cut him or somebody to trade it off. Otherwise, it's literally unstoppable. We'll see this again from this angle. Right here. Because both of these guys are man coverage. Shiloh's a man on him. Travis is a man on him. As soon as he blocks Shiloh, then Travis needs to come outside.
Right.
Make that play right there. Right now. Because he still has the ball in his hand. There's nobody. If this guy releases, that's on Shiloh. And the way I was taught, as soon as you get blocked, you got to latch on. That's your guy. Once he blocks you, he's yours now. So Travis has to come down, make that tackle. He keeps backing up, gets out leveraged, and then he gets that touchdown. All right. Goodness gracious. What did David just say? Communication. Now we got guys pointing, but somebody has to be coming down now, right now. So they're at least pointing.
It's you.
He plays as good. This got to be juked out of his shoes. But at least, so yeah, he got juked. That's cool. This is what I like about it. He doesn't let him out leverage him, meaning he doesn't let this receiver get across him.
Right.
Why that's so important? He has to either try to run outside and get tackled by me, or he can juke me, he can shake me, do whatever he wants. But if my team is running to the ball, you got to see a lot of guys. So you got two choices. Forces them to stop his feet, juke him, and then what do you see? Black jerseys everywhere.
Swarm him.
That's what I like seeing. Okay, cover 3 squeeze. So this looks very similar to Trevor's interception versus TCU. Almost identical. Literally almost identical. You'll see it here. So Shiloh comes down. got to get hands on this guy. Got to reroute him. They're playing a zone. They're playing the cover 3 zone. It looks like you have to get hands on this guy because you have this middle field safety who I would like to be over here right now, but he has stress on him. So you have to take that stress off of him by slowing this guy down and getting hands on so he can't just scream up the field untouched. Now, along with that, Travis, you got this guy going in. You have no more immediate threats going outside to your zone. So as this guy continues to go vertical, you have to be squeezing down on this. These guys are taken care of. We're good below. You have to squeeze on this. Trevor has to squeeze on this so somebody can make a play on this. Travis squeezes too late. Trevor squeezes too late. Quarterback fits it in there. It's a touchdown.
Oh, I really don't like Colorado State.
No, that's one that they were Oregon for me.
Oh, all right, William. I got another team I really, really don't like.
Eyes on quarterback. I talk about it all the time in zone. What I do not want you to do is be looking at this guy. I want you to get hands on him, reroute him, but still keep your eyes on the quarterback. That is the most important thing in zone coverage. Because when you don't, and you're looking over here, you lose track of everything and let a guy catch that underneath. Like, yeah, you make the tackle, but you gave up 5, and you see it right here. He's looking out here. Like, take a quick peek, that's fine. Look out, now he gets his eyes back. Which I'm not incredibly mad at this because he feels this receiver coming inside, so that's why he takes his step inside. But if your eyes are on the quarterback, you can still feel that and see that the quarterback's already getting to release it, and you have a threat coming underneath right now. He sees it too late. He's already taken a step over there. Sees it too late. Now he's out leveraged. Comes up, makes a tackle. That's not a terrible play.
Great tackle. Make him feel that pain.
And David said Trevor cheated at Horton's side. He may have, but he played that. Should have put it in here. TCU, he did the same thing. He was the middle high safety, but he started on the complete opposite hash. If that ball was thrown early, it was a touchdown. Like, it looked the exact same how he cheated in TCU. I don't know that TCU had a receiver that was, dominant like that for him to do that, but he played it the exact same way versus TCU.
Do you see our defensive line?
Nah, I don't.
God.
Right, look at it this one time, but we're really trying to get on everybody else. That's a hold. And they're only rushing 3. They dropping 8, but no, that's a hold. That is.
Yeah, I see the flag come too.
Yeah, no, that was a super hold, But
kill that play.
What I want to show on this, there's a play we had called odd roll, but they play it. This part looks like it, and I'll show it from the top, but the rest of it doesn't. But basically, he'll go to that third. This safety goes and takes this deep third, and then this corner will take this deep third. Now, we used to play cut off of it, so he would be a trap corner. He'd be cutting 2, and then he would become trap, I believe, and then he cut 2 right there. But they don't play this that way down here, so I don't know what they're doing down here. But up here, I know that it plays like a cover 3. Now, you got to be deeper than the deepest. I'm good with the flip of hips and everything on Shiloh. Now, this gets called back because of holding, so it does get called back because of holding. But he makes that catch right over Shiloh. He made that catch. Now, the holding saved us, but this is a play that we definitely got to play better. Like, all of this is good. But double coverage, we can't have guys coming down.
No, we can't have.
And I don't even like it on a penalty because that's giving them confidence. Like, hey, those plays mean something. Even though it's a penalty, the confidence that you can do that, it means something. So now we got 37 seconds left in the second. Same crosser over and over. And I don't know if they throw it, but again, we can play cut versus where we got him coming down right now, got him there, him here. Or we could do 1Y where as soon as that guy goes out, he cuts him, he becomes free, and then whoever has him takes him, And then this guy can be another robber. Who was he throwing it to?
Good thing he wasn't throwing it to him closer to him.
It looked like he was throwing it to the receiver there, which was strapped up. So we put this on Jalen Westers. Looks like everybody's in man right here. Cam Silman Craig has a choice. I can stay on my guy,
I can
let
go
the
get
quarterback scramble, or I can take a shot and see if I can bat it down. He takes a shot. He is not successful. Tight end gets it, gets upfield, and gets a lot of yards. He's a solid tight end.
Yeah.
He's a solid tight end. All right, here we go. See what happens on this one. So this is pretty much the same type of play. And this is Shiloh's man. So it's man coverage. So we call this in this defense, we call it foxing. So these two would fox this tight end.
Right.
So if he stays on this side, that means that Trevor comes down and takes him. Shiloh goes high. And if he comes back, then Shiloh's going to take him. Trevor goes high. And they're both, you can see Shiloh, they're both eyeing him. That's all they're doing is eyeing him. As soon as he sees him come over, now you see Trevor says, okay, I'm going high. Okay, I'm coming down to man. Comes down. Now he gets the fumble right here. But you'll see it from the, and that was a huge play for us, huge play that was needed. But from the other angle,
good job.
It wasn't the best. It probably would have been a missed tackle had he not got the fumble. You'll see it right there.
Shoulder pad right on the ball.
Yeah, which was really good. So like getting the shoulder pad on the ball, but I definitely want to see him take better angles on these. We get the ball back, huge play. Let's see how much of this is looked and talked about at halftime. So all of it's talked about at halftime. Like halftime, you get in there, you got a bunch of adjustments you're going through. Now the problem is you cannot see these things down on the field, like at least not all of them. So you are very heavily reliant on the guys upstairs that are in the press box. I mean, so they can see the entire field. So you need them to draw up what's happening. And at least when I was in college, we didn't have video like accessible. So we couldn't rewatch a play on video like they can in the NFL. We couldn't rewatch a play. So now the guys upstairs, they're having to draw it up and say, okay, this is what's happening. And I've been in situations where the coaches couldn't properly articulate what was going on. So we didn't know how to stop it because they weren't able to explain correctly what was going on. So that's a big factor as well.
So that's the advantage of having the speaker in the headphone of the linebacker, because he's in direct conversation with the coordinator.
So they really only have a quick amount of time to talk. And that's just really to give them the play. The advantage of the video is you can go to the sideline in the NFL and you can rewatch.
Oh yeah, see, yeah.
Versus we didn't have that.
They'd be out there with them tablets.
Sharon, or is it Sharon? Let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But the guys upstairs, it could be a defensive coordinator. A lot of teams, they'll have their offensive coordinator upstairs. So it really just depends on which or how a team wants to do it. Do they want the offensive coordinator upstairs so they can see everything? Or do they have someone they trust, the quarterback's coach, et cetera, up there that can see it and they can be down relaying? And just so y'all know, David was a coach. David coached for a long time. And yeah, if the guys aren't relaying and telling you the right things, it's all for naught. So you got to have people upstairs that you can trust.
Communicate.
Yeah, and that can, properly articulate, hey, what exactly is going on. If they have tablets, that's crazy. I didn't know that they had that in college football, but that'd be insane. So let's keep going. Don't have too many clips left on this, but it's important. Okay, so this is what in this defense is called, and I don't want to confuse people, but this is called cover 5 in this defense. What it really is it's cover 2 man under. So we still got our cover 2 like we talked about before, but this is it's a hybrid between a zone and man coverage. So cover 2 man, all these guys down here are man coverage. Everybody you see is in man coverage. Now, there's important things with this man coverage. So in cover 2 man, everyone has to be hard inside leverage.
Like he is.
And everyone has to be hard inside leverage because you have absolutely no help in the middle of the field there. None. So it's very, very important that you are inside leverage. The other part of this, the other thing is you want to be in press coverage because the goal of this defense is to take away underneath routes. That's the whole goal. So we're going to get up and get aggressive and play you tight underneath because if we get beat, we have these safeties back here that can cover for us. Now, there's a special way you play this, and it's called trail technique. That's the type of man coverage they play. So when you're in this man coverage, and I'll show somebody hopefully doing it right. So, and you can see it from Cam, and I'm okay with this. He opens and says, "You're not going inside. You can go out here, but you are not coming inside. Not coming in. You are not coming inside. I'm not going to allow it." So even though it looks like Cam's beat right here, he's in this is the position you want. This is where you want your DBs, trail position, because the quarterback cannot throw it on the line drive right here because Cam's in the way. So instead, he has to try to put it over Cam, but that's closer to the safety. So when you play this technique, it's not a good coverage against running. Not a good coverage to run against people that run the ball, but against a passing team, especially if you're struggling with underneath routes, it can be a great coverage, especially crossing routes because you're playing so hard inside and you know you got help over the top, you're good. So the quarterback has a dilemma. Do I throw it to Shiloh or do I throw it to Cam? Because if he tries to lead him too much, it's going to go to Shiloh. If he doesn't lead him enough, it will go to Cam. And what does it do? It goes to Cam. And that was an interception we really, 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 really needed.
Nice. Lost his helmet and everything.
And David said the first half was the box guys telling the staff to explain the position group. First half was the box guys talking to the staff to explain to the position group and coordinators. Yeah, so everything, it's a chain. Like everything has to get passed on so that everybody can know what's going on. Because I'm telling you, when you're down there on the field at field level, you just can't see. It's like you're seeing 25% of what's really going on.
Right.
But then when you're up top, it looks like all 22. So you can really see it. That's just how you talk about the difference between TV copy and all 22. That's how it is. It's like you're trying to coach a team based on the TV copy if you're on the sideline. So it's imperative that those guys up top are helping. And yeah, that's where tablets will come into great play. Do certain packages specialize in certain coverages? Yes, absolutely. And so just to show this. So when I played in this defense, at any point in time, and everybody didn't do this, but I could be either of the C's. I could be the strong safety, the free safety. So either of the safeties. I played as the money, so that money linebacker, and I played as the star over there to the left. So depending on the package, it's like a dime package. A dime means that instead of 5 defensive backs on the field, we have 6. So if we have 6 defensive backs on the field and 4 linemen, then we only have 1 linebacker.
One linebacker.
So I become a linebacker. So now I have to know everything that the money backer does. And because we run dime packages, but still run the exact same play calls. So I'd have to understand what all these positions do in every single thing. And I didn't even know when it was coming up. So a situation come up, you say, hey, dime, we're in dime. So TCal, you're going to money. Okay. So now I got to switch off what I know from safety and from star. And now I got to focus on what does the money do on this play. And this is seconds. These aren't minutes to say, okay, let me draw this down. This is, hey, they're in the huddle. We just switched the dime. Now I have to remember what I have to do as the money linebacker and take that over. And that's what really separated me as a player. I knew what everyone did when I was playing safety. So then my coach had to trust that he could put me anywhere. And even if I didn't know what I was supposed to do, like a lot of times I had no idea the money backer's job, but I knew what the star's job was, both safeties, both corners. So then process elimination, okay, if he's taking number 1 and he's here, only person left number 2. I'm taking number 2. And that's how it worked. But yeah, it's a lot for sure. 18 tablets. That's a lot. That's going to change college football.
That's great.
And yeah, if I'm a D coordinator, I got to be in the box. I don't think I could be a D coordinator from the sideline, me personally. Yeah, it's a ton of work. People have no idea how complex it can be. Now, all defenses are not like this. When I played in Nevada, and Robert Livingston was he played for the same D coordinator. He was his linebacker coach at William & Mary, and he was my D coordinator. The simplest defense ever. Give me 3 minutes on Madden, I could teach you the defense. Like that simple. But then there's defenses like this where it's, hey, there's a lot. Being in the box is no joke. You have to have great coaches in the box to see all this and break it down in real time. Yeah. It's definitely a lot. Football strategy is just like strategy in corporate America. It's just a microcosm. Absolutely. Let's keep rolling on this film. I told you we got a lot in this one. We got a lot. So we'll see this again. This was the cover 2 man. And perfect. Could not be better positioned by Cam. Could not be better positioned. Shiloh, perfect position. Both go up for it. And it's again an interception. Great play. And a one that was desperately needed. So this again. I know people are screaming. Why does Omarion Cooper keep getting beat? He's supposed to get beat on this. That's what's supposed to happen. He is outside leverage on a drag route. So this is another perfect time to run 1Y. So again, how this would play out here. Man. Trevor goes high. He's man right here. These two are sharing the running back. If the running back goes this way, he takes the running back. He then becomes the low hole rat. And when he runs this drag route, he can cut it. And I'll show it again. He takes that rat, or he takes that back. He becomes the rat. As soon as his drag comes, he takes it. Done. That route's done. Now Marion's free to come over here and then rob something himself. Very simple. Instead, they run a blitz. He's by himself right here. Chases him down and makes a great tackle. But those are made from that.
It almost looked like if 51 would have ran down to cut it, it would have been.
And why didn't he run down to cut it, CT? Because he's looking at this receiver. And if he's playing a zone, which it looks like he is, if your eyes are on the quarterback, you can see he's staring him down, already getting ready to release. You should be coming down now. Instead, he runs right here, gets out leveraged, and Omarion makes an amazing tackle. What I got for this one? Okay, so when I say correct 7 cut, that's me saying that's what I would have ran against this. Now, 7 cut. We got 2 right here. That means that anything out this corner would take, this guy right here is cutting number 2. Because if they switch, he's going to be the number 2 receiver, meaning number 2 from outside. He would only have him up and back, is what we called it, or up and in, whatever you want to call it. And then Trevor would be over the top. So let's watch how this plays out. We end up getting 2 right here, and the guy running scot-free. I promise. It can all be so simple. Anytime they mainly ran these crossers, the ones that were given issues out of a 2x2 formation, meaning 2 up here and then 2 down here. Every single 2x, I'd call 7. It'd be a 7 call for me. And the one that I showed earlier, 7 mix, is exactly how this would play out. Because in 7 mix, we play mod to the field, which y'all don't got to worry about that coverage, but to the boundary or to the non-true receiver, which if it wasn't a speed receiver or tight end like we have here, we play cut.
Right.
So back to this, we play mod to the field, which I'll just draw what it looks like.
Yeah, that's on the screen.
Oh, perfect. Thank you for letting me know. So I'll show you what mod looks like. It'd be right here. That's his quarter. That's his quarter. This eventually becomes man with those. So they're taken care of. And then here, we're going to cut. We're going to trap right here. We're going to have this safety come down. and then he's taking away that crosser or whatever crosser comes. There's how it played out. Nobody home. Gets the catch, gets 15, 17 yards.
Stupid crosser. God. It was terrible, man.
Over and
Left,
over.
right, left. They were just having ill day.
Yes, that's exactly what it means. A player running naked, not having coverage, or it's when they don't get a reroute, meaning they don't get hands on them to slow them down. So they go untouched down the field. I'm wondering if CSU offense had a rule of single receiver side, sees man run shallow. I'm sure. And the single receiver, like that was hurting us. That's when I would have ran one wide. But then the other part was anytime they had those 2x2, they kept doing it. The rub routes, basically, where you tried to rub the defensive backs against each other, like we just saw. So now I have one Y. So yeah, this is how I would have played it. Anytime we have a single side receiver, I'd be playing one Y, meaning give me a robber. So if this guy tries to run a drag or a crosser, I'm taking him over.
Right.
If we have 2x2, then play cut coverage. Simple, easy. Let's see how they play right here. Gets to run across. He dropped the ball. And so this is crazy. So I think Omarion thought he was getting cut by this guy, meaning he was going to take his man over. So then he was no longer going to have him because he hit him right here. So I'm moving my eyes. That looks like cutting to me. Now I'm free. And then Omarion stayed right there, but then he keeps running, and now there was a lot of fun things going on this game. But yeah, David, I definitely think they made that check versus any single receiver. Glad he dropped that. All right, we're in fourth quarter now. Okay, so 1Y. Again, 3x1. I'm running 1Y right here. Otherwise, he's going to run away from you. And just to show it again, I mean, they ran a blitz right here, but I would have had a linebacker right here cutting Cam. So then Cam can be the robber and cut number 4 or whoever else is crossing. This was a crazy play. This one hurt my chest. I almost turned the TV off. I almost turned it off.
Yeah, even the tight end.
Yeah, he was tough. Like, this is a big boy catch. Look how low the quarterback throws it. And Cam can't play this better. Literally can't play. The only way Cam could play this better is not letting him get inside at all. I will say that. If he stays and he goes for this jab outside a little bit and it moves him, you'll see it right here. He goes for that jab a little bit, and that allowed him to get that space. But after that, like, that's the position you want to be in on a drag. And that's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
That is tough. That's tough.
Okay, let's see here. 2x2. I'm going 7 cut. I'm cutting and what are they doing? 7 cut. Again, I'm sorry to sound redundant, but these cross routes are redundant. I'm going to cut number 2. So if he comes in on a crosser, I'm taking him. If he goes out, that's between y'all two. Same thing here. If number 2 comes in, I'm taking him. I'm trapping right here for anything out. And then my safety, I'm taking number 1. So simple. I mean, it's simple if you understand the defense. What happens? Crosser. We're playing deep zone.
Everybody's dropping back.
It's just like over and over and over. And who is this? Is that Bentley? That might be Bentley.
No, that's at 24.
No, it's not 24. That's Bentley. Wow. I don't know why he's looking back to start right there. Like, eyes on quarterback. And Cam sees it. sees it too late, but he's trying to respect this route going here and make the tackle. It's tough. I'm not sure if it's the same quarterback this season. The quarterback, I mean, he made some good throws, but a lot of the yards were on these crossing routes. It wasn't him just slinging it downfield left and right. 2x2. I'm going 7 cut. Y'all should know by now. Played that one good. So let's talk about what they did good here. Right here. Even though he's peeking, he gets his eyes back to the quarterback. So now he can see and can break. Good break. And this is the best part. Making sure he does not out leverage you. So keeping force, keeping contained, because then he's either going to have to try to run outside you and you get a tackle, or he's going to have to stop his feet and try to cut back, and then your teammates can be there to rally. Great play right there. Really good play.
It's funny because it seems like they running back in them zones, them deep zones. Carl say that. We just run these crossing routes.
Yeah, that's what they did. Same thing.
Wow, look at.
If it's 2x2, I'm cutting. Have somebody right on this crosser. They do not. Over and over and over.
You.
All right, let's see. 2x2 are being cut. This was a tough one. What I'll say about this corner is play inside leverage. Can't get beat inside. He gets beat inside. Once you get beat inside on this, the way he throws his ball, there's nothing you can do.
Right.
Nothing at all. Like, you cannot get beat inside down here. Cannot. 2x2. What are they going to do?
Kick on that crosser. Got to make them tackle.
And that was Juju Mitchell. He was coming downhill at least. Let's see where his eyes are. Not too bad. Yeah. Now we got them tight. Now I'm about to show y'all a play. We got blessed this game. There should have been another overtime. Oh my gosh. Right here. I say it all the time. When you get a reroute, keep your eyes on the quarterback.
Right.
Because if you can, then you can see the quarterback and feel this route instead of turning here. Now you're completely lost. And where does the ball go? Right where you just got lost.
Right behind you.
Right where you just got lost. Literally right where you just got lost. Just keep your eyes at the quarterback. You can reroute and still look. All right, so this is 43-35. This is overtime. Should have lost this. Or it should be a touchdown. Like an easy touchdown. Now they're playing a different cover 2, but it still ends up being cover 2. Cam's going to be here. Trevor's going to be here. Then we have our flat routes, all of our underneath routes. Shiloh, I don't know which one of them, but somebody has to reroute this guy. You cannot let them run free. You have to get hands on. It is so important because otherwise it puts incredible stress on your safeties. This is an easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. And the quarterback wasn't looking. Easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. We got blessed on that. We got blessed.
We take all blessings. All blessings.
We got blessed.
Appreciate you, football gods.
He locked in right there. Easy touchdown. Cam's all the way over here. And look, he's mad. Wide open. Wide open. And this, let's see what we had on this one. this really good coverage. He's gone now with Breedlove. Really, really good coverage. Ooh, but he still got outside from his outside leverage. Cannot let him get outside. Cannot let him get outside. It's a tough one. And then here, Trevor comes and saves the day.
Trevor, yeah, man. We'll take it.
Trevor saves the day.
Got it. That's a wrap, folks.
So that's how we escaped. That's how we escaped against Colorado State. So there were a lot of things that we could have done better. A lot of ways that we could have negated the crossing routes. And they were in the playbook. Like, I know this play. They were in there. So I don't understand. Don't understand what went on that game. But seeing all 22, had I known that ahead of time, I'd be like, hey, we may be in some trouble.
But not anymore.
We would have been in some trouble. David said, I have a feeling Coach Fry will have them ready to play against it. Yeah, that film was embarrassing. I haven't even watched the Oregon one yet. But it's embarrassing because we didn't make any adjustments to it. I mean, they said they made adjustments, but we didn't see the players be able to make the adjustments to it. So it's a problem somewhere. And yeah, that was tough. Had not been for 2, we beat. Oh yeah, we could have been beat.
Yeah, we went Brady mode. Turned it up
badly. Gotta watch film. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. I can't wait to see the new defense because this definitely hurts.
Tragic.
Been open all day. Yeah, would have looked that way too at first for sure. How do we get better going forward?
Get a pass rush.
Not even with no pass rush, we'd be completely fine just running, just executing better, getting coached better, or accepting coaches better. Like we got to do we? Yeah, we have the talent. We have the talent there. We had the talent in that game. It's just them executing it. That's the problem. Escape is great. Yeah, we escaped. We escaped. Trevor's a good safety. He reminds me of Jeff Heath. Yeah, no, I think Trevor's a good safety. Will, come on, dog. Come on. He's going to watch it. It has to happen, man.
Every time you mention Oregon,
I don't even know when to do it. Like, maybe like a few days after college football, the video game comes out. So like I'm on a high. So I'm
that's gonna be
happy.
Serious law.
Because yeah, I'd seen a few clips trying to watch. I had to turn it off. The first drive, I saw 3 Colorado players in the same gap. I said, "Oh no, I can't." One big thing is almost all of our starters were playing for Livingston this spring. That is big. That is very big. We were at this game and it was a nightmare watching those crossing routes come open over and over. Yeah, it's just I could never be a coach.
Timeout.
Livid. This year we have smart players, especially linebackers, and
real good instinct players.
Yeah,
real good instinct.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that we can. I haven't seen enough from our linebackers though. At least I don't have enough film to really see how they are in coverage, any of them, or to see anything that in coverage where I'm like, okay, we're definitely like I don't know who our best pass coverage.
We don't know what the defense is about to look like.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. There is a lot. So yeah, that is Colorado State, and hopefully this year we can adjust, and it shouldn't have been that close. Like I understand the rivalry game, and it can be that could have been easily stopped. Mm-hmm. 2 plays, these 2 plays could have shut all of that down. Anytime they're in 3-by-1, meaning 3 receivers on one side, 1 on the other, I'm running 1 wide. Anytime they're in 2-by-2, meaning 2 receivers on both sides, I'm running 7 cut or 7 mix, whatever. Done. Crossing routes done. You got to beat me another way. So I'm hoping that this year we can do something better for sure. But hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate y'all watching this. I know this was a lot. This was a lot, but we had to talk about it, and we still got to talk about Stanford. We still got to talk about Oregon. So those are coming up as well. So we got to talk about it. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. If y'all like this, if y'all learned something, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Got to do that. If y'all want more exclusive access to private lives, things of that nature, you got to follow us on Patreon. Patreon members made CT quit, so now everything to turn up. We appreciate that. And yeah, let's stop these crossers next year. But,
yeah, because they're gonna be there.
Yeah, CT, what do you got to tell them?
Look, man. Okay, to the ball. Drop our theme music.
Who's next? Who's next? Do your words match your video?
Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every day. Hey, they gonna put you on a pedal, but they gonna put you down there where you belong. They ain't gonna care for you. Nah, they ain't gonna care for you. Yeah, they gonna love on you. They gonna tell you what to do to get yourself better. It's on you, baby. Yeah, them my boys. Buff that prime. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby.